Hello. In this video we're going to be talking about the automated measures count report in e-medical notes and how each of those individual measures are calculated inside of the program. Let's start off by going to the automated measures count report. Let's go to miscellaneous. We'll scroll down. Under miscellaneous we'll go to EMR reports, and then we'll go to automated measures count. Here you can see all 16 of the core measures that is required by the government. In this video we're going to be talking about the first 8, and then in the next one we'll talk about the remaining 8. I'm going to explain the numerator and denominator first, and then I will be showing you where in e-medical notes you can go to add the information that's required so these numbers will change. Let's start off with problem list, medication list, and allergies list. If you hover over each of these, we added new links that will explain them as a reminder as well. Basically, the denominator is all patients inside of the program that have had a case created and that have had a chart or documentation created for that case. That's the denominator. The numerator is out of the patients from the denominator. For example, problem list, ones that have actually had an entry put into their problem list area. For medications, same thing. The numerator will just be patients that have had medications put in out of the denominator, allergies as well. For the demographics, the denominator is the same thing. It's where a chart has been created. And once you put it in, once a chart has been created, and then the numerator is once the demographics have been filled out correctly. Patient education is same as problem list medications. The denominator is unique patients where a case and a chart have been created for that patient, and the numerator are all patients where from the denominator, all patients that have had patient education printed out for them. CPOE is computerized provider order entry, and that's same thing, the denominator, all patients that have been seen in the time frame where a case and a chart have been created. The numerator is of those patients where a script has been created using the new script writer, whether it was printed or sent electronically. Vitals, the denominator, is all patients that have had a case created and a chart created. The numerator is patients that are 2 years and older, where the height, weight, and blood pressure have created for those. And smoking status is people that are 13 and over, and whether they've had their smoking status updated in their past medical history, allergies, and meds. You can always refer here, and it will tell you what the numerator and denominator are. Also, another thing we've added, if you click on the name of the measure, it will open up a PDF that is coming straight from the CMS website, which will explain in more detail the definition and what is required and which core measure it covers. Let's move on to John Doe's main chart, and I'm going to show you where to enter this information. We're at John Doe's main page. We'll scroll down to past medical history, allergies, and meds info. We'll click on edit, which will take us to the medication, allergies, problem list. This is where you can update the medications, allergies, problem list, and smoking status. It's very important that you enter information and not leave any of these blank, because if you do, they will not count for the measure. For example, if the patient is not on any medications, it's important to click and put no meds, and this will show that you're using the system. Otherwise, e-medical notes will assume you're not using it, and it will fail to meet meaningful use. And that goes for allergies. You double click. Problem list. Double click as well. If they're healthy, just put it there. Smoking status. Once you select the status, it's important to click Update, otherwise it will not get saved. Pack year is an optional field. If it's up to our clients whether they want to fill that out or not. We recommend that they do, just in case that it becomes a requirement later on. Let's move on to demographics. Edit patient info. What's important with demographics is everything that's in a red asterisk plus race, their ethnic background, and language must be filled out in order for it to count as demographics. Once you are done, click Add Update Patient. Let's move on to CPOE. CPOE is just using the new scriptwriter. Click here to get to the new scriptwriter. Once you fill out the information here for the script and you click Review, whether it's printed or sent electronically, it will count as a computer provider order entry. Vitals. The way we get the vitals is today's patient. Click on the reason for visit. Scroll down. For vitals, what's important is blood pressure, weight, and height. That needs to be filled out in order for it to be counted. And we already covered smoking status. That'll do it for the first 8. In the next video, we will be talking about the next 8. Same thing, we'll be talking about the numerator, denominator, and how to access each of those in eMedical Notes.